Hey guys, this is Jonathan with Dirty2Dreamy here again. We're doing a 4-year Kenzo coating on this here beauty here. This is one of my favorite paints. Now Subarus have the thinnest paint on the market, but when they have the metallic paint, they're really pretty. So I'm excited about this job. Figured I'd make a video. I'm going to demonstrate the whole process, really pieces of it at least, and talk to you. So this car was actually waxed before the person purchased it. Private party, I believe. We're not knocking on dealerships here, but it was waxed, washed, but not decontamination washed. So I'm going to go through what we just did. We just prepped it for my paint correction. I'm going to get in there with a bunch of lights and go crazy. But part of our decontamination wash is using clay. I actually, and this is going to be good for the video, I dropped the clay I usually have on the ground, and it was the whole bar. They come in bars like this, and once it hits the ground, it's over. So that's one thing you need to know about clay. Don't drop it. So I went out and I got Mother's. It's a decent brand. So I went out and got Mother's. Take a look at this clay. So I've kneaded this and folded it. You can see the folds. 6 times I created new surfaces. You can see one of the old ones in there. You can actually even pulled it apart. Look how filthy that is. Someone waxed this car. Now the reason why that's important to point out is they took an item like this, or their hand, and they took this dirt and they went like this. So they damaged the paint when they tried to protect the paint. It's kind of the opposite of what you want to do. To do it right takes time. This took us, I mean, we spent a good 30, 45 minutes on just decontaminating the paint on a car that's already been washed. So that's one good thing to point out. And then I just wanted to walk you through the process that I'm going to use today. So I've got an assortment of polishers. You can see over there on the wall there's more polishers that I use. I don't pick the same polisher. I don't pick the same pad for every car. Every paint's different, every car is different, every scenario is different. So with this paint, I'm very familiar with it. I really love it. I've been in this situation before with the same, it's got medium micro swirls, or medium micro marring, and medium swirls. So instead of using a medium cut, I'm going to go with a 2-step because I know what this paint can look like. It can be charity. So we're going with, our first pad's going to be our HDO. It's our Lake Country pad. And then our second pad's going to be our Lake Country HDO finishing pad. I love these pads, especially for their size. As you're going underneath door handles, you can make sure, put a little polish on the side there and you get your door handles and stuff. But they're also super easy to clean in between, like, panels. So I got the air tank over there that we clean the pads out as we're going. And then I've also got the machines here. So you've got the Griots 21. Phenomenal machine. Doesn't really have the cutting power of a Rupes, but my Rupes is broken. So we'll be using that. That's why the more aggressive pad. We're pairing the aggressive pad in that machine with this product here. And that's our Angelwax Resurrection. Phenomenal cutting product. It does dust a little, so you'll want to make sure you lubricate your pad as you're using it. And then we're going to finish with our Angelwax Redemption. I love this stuff. It's purple, which is just great, and it leaves a phenomenal finish, especially, I mean, you're going to see it on this car. So polishers, we got the 21, and then I also have my Rupes Mini, my 3-inch. And this is important to point out because this car was a victim of someone without a 3-inch polisher. Bum, bum, bum. So I'm actually going to bring you over the car and show you something. The 3-inch polisher we're pairing, apologize, before we go over, the 3-inch polisher we're pairing with the same pads. We're going to go aggressive pad and then a finishing pad. But as we walk over here, and again, this, I'm not knocking a dealership or anything. Whoever prepped or prepared this car, they use either a rotary buffer or a large orbital, and no 3-inch polisher, no tape, nothing. So if you look at this panel over here, you can actually see it's wet, so you can't see it as good. We'll dry that off before we fix it. This is our next step, actually. This is all damaged. If you walk down here, that's wax or polish, whatever the guy was doing. And where the telltale is at the end of this. These ridges. Imagine something spinning in a circle. Shoot, 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 shoot. And then as we travel around the back side of the car here, and we take a look at the inside of that one, you can actually see he damaged the inside of it as well. but then realized his mistake. So if you look at the inside of the other one, there's very minimal or no damage. And then you walk to the outside. Now again, this is wet. There is some damage on this one, but this one is very minimal. He tried to avoid. So there's minor damage, and then he hit here, oops. And then again, you've got your same trails towards the front of this one. The zoop, da zoop, da whoop, da whoop. I don't know what I'm doing. So we got to fix those. Same thing with the bottom plastic. We're actually going to be doing that next. And we'll be using a product called Solution Finish. So that's our beginning. That's our decon wash. That's our basic rundown of what's going on with the vehicle. I'm looking forward to making the next videos and showing you guys what we're going to do to this beautiful car. Have a good one.